had a big family where there were 6 children. I was 4th down in line. And we lived in a little town in Missouri, Boonville. They had one dancing teacher. And so when I was about 6 or 7, they decided that I was graceful, and so they took me to this dancing teacher. She gave several recitals of which I was in. My father came out to Hollywood to start a new business, candy machines of all things, and he took 4 of us with him, and I was the youngest, so I got to go. And we came out from Boonville in a car. We drove. Anyhow, we got to Hollywood, and I still didn't have any money for dancing lessons. But then my grandmother came out a little while later on, so she gave it to me as a gift. I started at Fanchon and Marco, and I think I was about 11 years old then. And I got just 1 lesson a week for a while because there wasn't that much money. But I was very fortunate to get a very, very good teacher. I would take an hour private lesson. In order to get money for that private lesson, which was cost $2, I had to teach. By then, my mother decided that I had to go. I couldn't go to a public school because they would never let me out for anything. She put me in Hollywood professional school. But I went to school with Donald O'Connor, Mickey Rooney, all of these kids that were my peers at that time, you see. Me, I practiced ballet. I was going to be a ballet dancer if it killed me. And that's all I wanted to do.
There were just 3 of us living in the house now. One time it was about a dozen. My sister, me, and my mother. Everybody else were either gone away to the Americas or Canada or everywhere. And my mother was left alone with her father, her mother, my grandmother, you know. But, when I was back on the island, I thought I had investigated the whole island because I was always running somewhere here and there, you know. I very seldom live at home. I had food when out by the ocean. I had shrimp. I had all kind of seafood. And believe me, it's better to eat it fresh like that. You don't even have to salt it. You know, the ocean is the best. So I was raised that way. I had to fetch food for my own. There was no food around, and get in the mountains, different time of year, all kind of berries and things, whatever I could catch, you know. I remember one thing when the war, when the Italians were occupied, I would get in line with a tin can, and they would give us some hot, they call it soup, but it was mostly like dishwater, you know. But when you give us something warm, your stomach feels good anyway, so we'd get in line there and get some warm water there. And I was 10 years old, and I left the island. I cried because that was the way I lived, you know. Who knows where I was going to, what I was going to be like. So then from there we went to Chile. It was 44 days, I think the trip was long. And sometimes was very rough weather, and everybody had to stay in the cabin.